as you guys know, you're on level 22 of Undermountain, Shadowdusk Hold. And it's in the style of this seemingly more Dwar Waterdevian manner. You've convened with Melisara on the first level, and you've teamed up with her to try and eliminate her family members as they've fallen victim to the otherworldly fathoms of the Far Realm. You've made your way through Tier 2 of Shadowdusk Hold, and it hasn't been too eventful most of the level. You did eliminate 2 of these bizarre-looking Shadowdusk family members, but other than that, there's been a lot of large empty halls with some Nothic here and there, a few strange things going on, and you've also located this black crystal tablet. It got a lot more eventful when you entered this room. There were 4 invisible death Sladai standing guard here, and they attacked you on sight, flinging fireballs, attacking with their great swords. And the battle has ended. The Sladai have been defeated, and you're in this room filled full of carnage. A lot of soot staining the floors, the walls, and the ceiling. The benches that stood in the middle of the room have been completely reduced to nothing more than ash. And you're left witnessing this 30-foot long, 15-foot tall fresco on the northern wall depicting a slender, middle-aged human wizard that you guys could recognize as Zarian Shadowdusk, standing before a magic portal with tentacles pouring out of it. The wizard is smiling, and clutched in his arms is a black crystal tablet.
Does it look like that tablet that I have in my bag of holding?
Oh, undoubtedly.
That's the one.
Come on, you saw that coming.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm.
Well, I would have to say that that's one fight where I'm not sure if I've seen more fireballs been thrown around in one fight, and that's really saying something coming from our group.
It was
It's
a lot.
of fire.
Next time we'll top it.
We don't have to.
Sure.
Let's see you guys countering them too. Would have been beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, fireballs on fireballs. So, what now?
Well, let's recount for a moment. We've slain 2 of her Sandra's children.
Yes.
And how many does that leave? 1?
There's 2 left. The ones that are Death Knights now, I suppose. The ones
3.
in league with the Dracolich.
Should be 3 left.
Mm.
Desmia Shadowdusk, Zalthar Shadowdusk, and Cassiok Shadowdusk.
Oh, and if we see that woman running around that we met at when we first got here, her too. I can't even remember her name at this point.
Yes.
Melina, something like that. I'm not sure.
Malene. Yeah, definitely Malene.
Alright, shall we get moving?
Well, I guess we can.
Yes, I assume we should. Out of curiosity, those of us who rely on mana, how's your reserve?
full reserve. Scamp is going to say while tapping Roland on the shoulder to give him a bit.
Cage is doing fine. I just burned through my counter spells.
Thank you, Scamp. That feels much better.
I am. I'd say I still have about half of my arsenal.
Oh, I'm in terms of magical strength. I'm ready to go. Mostly fresh.
I was looking forward to seeing what would happen when I cast that spell at a much greater intensity. It was just unfortunate that it missed.
It happens.
Well, turn him to goo.
Are you healing me again?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
We're going up against people who can meteor storm, so I want to get
True.
Well, if we go up against people that can cast a meteor swarm, I'm gonna go down regardless.
But I don't want you to die outright, so...
True.
Brew, give me one moment. And I'm gonna kind of put my hand up against my head up against the door to listen and kind of check the handle for just to see what I can hear on the other side.
Sure, make a perception check. Very fine set of wooden doors. They're paneled,
God damn it.
decorated,
Off to a great start.
lacquered, and it's just nothing but silence beyond.
Darius, I do believe that they will head back up towards where we've already been. If this place is indeed symmetrical, which it seems to have been so far.
You're saying it's going to loop around?
Yes.
Oh.
So, open the door, and I'm sure I'm right. Could be wrong. Let's call it 90%.
All right. I'll push the door open.
You
Or pull it open if it's a pull.
turn down the elegant-looking handles and push the doors away from you. They swing open into a vast hall.
Seems I was right.
This way. Yeah. Come closer.
All right, Roland.
You're getting closer. Come to us.
I don't know if they're using reverse psychology at this point.
You know, I don't believe they are. I honestly think they want us to come closer. I just don't think they want us to survive.
Well, there is that. Trying to remember where the stairs were in here. Like the stairs down.
I think they were up.
You just went by them.
Oh yeah. They're back here. There's a statue.
Are we going down, or have we already searched everywhere?
I'm pretty sure that we've searched everywhere in here. Found the
Down
secret
it is.
door and everything. Could have gone without finding the slot, but you know, can't have everything, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a statue that's being scorched in this room, and it's of a grimacing man being crushed to death by stony tentacles that wrap around him, erupting from the floor and crush him. To the south, there is a spiral staircase descending.
You know what? Would have been glad all be in that room if they weren't guarding something.
You know, Brew, that is actually a point. Did we actually look around the room?
No,
Did not.
just kind of left.
Darius kind of hangs his head a little bit like, okay.
Going back?
Maybe we don't have to go back, but okay.
This room has been marred by fireballs. Rubble all over the ground. pretty much just dust at this stage. The pillows are scorched, the floor is blackened, scorch marks on the ceiling.
I guess I'll look around to see if I kind of run my hands along the wall looking for like trapdoors.
Okay, you can make a perception check and see what you can see.
I think there's another invisible creature in here. Be careful.
You take a very close look around and a very detailed inspection, and your vision, it's 2020. You see into every little crack, every little grain of dust, carefully inspecting things, but it only is what it is. There's no secret doors or anything else of interest in this room.
Well then, sounds like they were just hiding.
Back to the stairs. Creepy tentacles in the corner.
You see them in the corner of your eyes, but when you look to see them, they seem to recede into the walls, vanishing.
You know, it is odd, though. The only thing, architecturally speaking, that is not symmetrical in here, well, there's two things. The secret room that we found, and the stairs. Only one set of stairs. Whoa. What was going on with your token, Brew?
I saw that too. I was like,
I think there was a lag
went
spike.
crazy.
Everything went crazy on my screen too. It was like,
Whoa.
it's the Far Realm. It's doing it.
shit's getting weird.
We're beyond weird at this point.
Well, just like that. Jesus.
I feel funny.
As soon as you get to the stairs, you become thick.
Super thick.
No,
I don't know, Brew got pretty long and tall there.
you do feel very, very strange when you approach these stairs. Space and time seem to warp slightly. You just feel the room kind of undulating, and you get an uneasy feeling as another voice beckons you. You're close. Come further in. Yes. You're near. Clop, 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 clop. It's the sound your feet make as you head down the stairs.
Oh, God.
Thought you were gonna describe some eldritch horror coming towards us.
No, Roland doesn't say it, but he's got that feeling like, oh man, like, do we have to?
Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I really don't wanna. But we can't really go back, so.
And we have not found any gates.
No, we have not. Pavel's parents are just gonna die.
The stairs
That's the worst
descend a further 50 feet before spilling out onto a landing on the third tier, the deepest level of Shadowdusk Hold. As you look out into the hallway, to the hall above, or the hall ahead of you, you notice that everything straight away looks just a whole lot older than the other tiers of Shadowdusk Hold. Everything has a decayed, decrepit look as dust's built up on things, stone is chipped. As you arrive at this hall... Yeah?
Go ahead. I'll let you finish explaining. Go ahead. Sorry.
As you arrive in the hall, set into the middle of the floor is a 20-foot diameter disc. Inscribed upon it is the Shadowdusk crest. It's a lit torch with 3 trailing embers, and the orange flame is pointed towards the door to the west.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I see a statue in the north corner.
As you step out into the hall, the ceiling is 40 feet high. It's vaulted. And it bears a peeling mosaic of these very cloudy, dramatically lit skies. The walls and the pillars of this hall have numerous scorch marks all over them, adding further to the decayed look of the place. And there are 4 8-foot tall statues of human nobles standing in wide alcoves north and south.
What is this I'm seeing here, Seb?
Where, sorry?
Over here.
You're probably not seeing that from over there.
Okay.
There's a wall in your way. Now you see it.
Okay.
So
okay.
hall that
It's a
branches
hallway.
Yeah, there's a hallway that branches off to the east. Now the ceiling here is a bit lower than the hall. It's 15 foot high and it's arched. With Gothic arches every 15 feet. And the hallway is lined with alcoves, and there are dusty stone sarcophagi inside the alcoves.
All right. So, a family crypt, I suppose. Big doors at the end. So, from what I'm seeing, there's 2 ways to go. Either where the flame points, or down the hallway filled with sarcophagi.
Hey Seb, curiosity question. As a grave cleric, would any of this look really out of place to me, as far as like a rich mausoleum for like wealthy people?
Oh, yeah. This is bizarre. I mean, if you're going to have a family crypt, it will usually be underground. Then again, you are underground, but the halls here, they very much resemble the inside of a manor. There are white marble tiles on the ground, for example, and the purple trimmings, they seem to undulate as well.
Ugh.
Tentacles, suction cuppers. The shadowy images in the corners of your eyes have vanished. So too have the whispers.
Well, that's something, I guess.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh,
odd to say the least. It's a weird
Don't know if
place
I'm
for a family
comforted.
crypt.
I normally don't have a family crypt and bedrooms in the same building.
Yeah, no.
And you don't normally have a family who basically worships creatures hailing from the far realm, warping reality around them.
I don't know if they actually worshipped the creatures from the far realm. I think they would just... well... I think they were very interested in the far realm, and it pulled them in more than they wanted.
Well, back on my old ship, the captain used to say, best way to show respect for the dead is to loot their tombs.
That is not what I have heard, but... and honestly, I don't know if I want to disturb any of the dead around here.
Brew. While I do not necessarily agree with the Shadowdusk house, I would prefer it if we did not disturb dead, if need not be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't respect them either myself.
Just a quick question here, Seb. I don't want to try and turn it or anything, but this big you know, this big depiction of does it look like it might be able to turn?
Make a perception check to study it to see the seams. It does have a seam in it, and not sure if it can turn really by looking at it.
Don't know what happened if we did turn it. I was just curious.
Is Roland musing aloud?
Yeah, I would say Roland is musing aloud. Like, what if this can turn? And they're like scuffing up like where the seam would be and like that.
Can I try and turn it?
Yeah, you just lean down and place your hands on it and try to scratch the giant Shadowdusk crest.
Worst DJ ever.
And it doesn't move. You just get your hands covered in dust and little bits of rubble. The actual disc
DJ
itself is decaying, and you do notice that there's a little bit of purple paint around the outsides. It looked like this was once painted purple and basically mostly just chipped away. Very deep purple color.
This is DJ Scamp coming at you from the far realm.
Yeah. If there's a layer of dust on it, is there also a layer of dust on the floor?
There's dust everywhere. Everything looks decayed and decrepit. There's dust on things, and the walls and the pillars, they have scorch marks all over them. Big lines of like jagged soot running up the walls. Pillars, big lines of black soot.
With all the dust
along
on
them.
around the floor, can I try and see if there's any tracks aside from our own?
Yeah, that's what I was going for too.
You guys can make survival checks to look for tracks.
I will assist Scamp in her survival check. Oh, damn. Damn.
I can roll, but if there's anything there, so Darius is gonna find it.
You can roll if you're gonna roll, Scamp. You guys both spend 3 minutes searching, and you do find a set of tracks, and they have to be Nothic tracks. It's a weird aberrant shaped claw, and it leads from the staircase through the doors set into the west wall. Single set of Nothic tracks. It's the only sign of passage of creatures that you detect.
Maybe one of the Nothics from upstairs came down to warn their masters of.
There's something else that you discover as well. It's about these scorch marks. These they look like they were made by a blue dragon's breath weapon. Lightning scorch marks.
Oh boy.
Well,
Not
that's
looking forward to that.
I'm kind of torn between wanting to go the way that we know something has gone and wanting to check out the sarcophagus-filled hallway to make sure nothing undead comes in behind us.
Well, we know where he went. That's not going to change. This still remains an uncertain. So, my vote is actually towards the doors at the end of the burial hallway.
Prue will poke this statue, see if it comes alive.
It doesn't come alive. It's an 8-foot tall statue. It's actually standing on a 2-foot high block of stone, and there's an inscription, and it bears the visage of a female noble human.
There's them word things down here on that statue.
Word things. Oh, well, word things happen to be my specialty. Let me go look. What's the inscription read? If I can read it.
It's a name. Yalithra Shadowdusk.
Alright.
What does this one say?
This is someone that you recognize. It's Zerian Shadowdusk, the wizard that was embracing the tentacle wall.
Ooh.
Just taking kind of walking back up here and taking a quick peek. Well, back up at these other two statues. Are they both female?
They are both female Shadowdusk members.
Didn't Zarian have 3 sisters? So maybe that's like the original quartet of Shadowdusk people.
Oh, all the ones that came to run down here, huh?
Well, Zarian is the only one that actually came down. Came down here. I think he betrayed his sisters. I'm losing the. I can't remember the complete story.
You've seen the names of over a dozen Shadowdusk members already. It's very, very
Yeah,
big family that is embedded in Waterdeep history for many hundreds of years.
There's so many of them. It's hard to keep track. Yeah. Shall we continue?
Sounds good. Crypt staff?
We head into the crypts.
Sure.
Head through these archways, dusty stone caskets set in alcoves.
Crypts are brightly lit. Cage is very disappointed with that.
All around you
Scamp is not.
are torches set into cressets in the walls with upside down flames pointed towards the floor, seemingly defying gravity.
Stupid torches.
Say, which way is the flame on Sundeath pointed?
Upright.
Are you feeling left out, bro?
Well, look, the power of Tempest is not bothered by the magic down here. I think that bodes well.
I don't know if it's necessarily magic. It's a shifting. I think a shifting is a better word for it.
Huh, you're right. In fact, maybe the flames aren't even down at all. They just look like they're down. And Brule put his head under one of the torches, see if it's actually burning down.
The flame just kind of washes all over your face, and it doesn't burn you. It doesn't give off any heat or anything, and it just covers your face and trickling over it.
Darius, it ain't even hot.
That's because it's a magic flame, bro. Magic flames don't actually produce heat, just light.
Huh.
Not all magical flames, but
Well, no. The actual produce light. Yeah, never mind.
I know what you mean, Darius. I was just being pedantic.
Yes, but you're going to confuse him. Why would you do that?
Like he's not already confused. Brew, let's go.
Okay.
A set of dusty wood paneled doors here.
Let's see what's beyond door number 1. Or 12. I don't know how many we've opened at this point, but...
Should we knock first?
Sure, why not?
Brule, knock on the door.
Knock,
Hello?
knock, knock. No answer.
Huh.
That either bodes well or ill.
I'll try to open it.
The doors swing open. A bit of dust kicking up in the air. The doors creak slowly. And things start to fall apart when you look into this hallway. The chamber is lined with these twisted columns. They seem to change shape like slithering tentacles, slithering up towards the ceiling. The patterns on the floor swirl and twist with the movement of your eyes. And the floor seems alive, swirling with purple spectral tentacles. Lines where the floor are not straight. Walls undulate, and the ceiling seems to twist and distort, growing larger and smaller and shorter and wider, longer and thicker.
On second thought, let's go through the other doors. I really don't like the looks of that.
Yeah.
Strange. I'll take out an object. An arrow. I'll take out an arrow and just throw it into the room.
You throw it into the room and it seems to bounce in a strange way, but ultimately it settles on the floor and it's a little bit hard to focus on. Things seem to change shape slightly. The pillars appear warped. The corners of the rooms, they don't match up. The walls are too big. The ceiling's not long enough. The shape changes and undulates and everything's a little bit wonky.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Have I been drinking? Because this is how it looks when I've been drinking.
No, well, I suppose you might have been drinking, but we're all seeing this brew. Well, at least I think we are. Turn. Maybe me and you are having a shared hallucination.
Yeah, you don't really notice it until you get to the doorway, and it becomes more intense as you enter the hall. The columns twist just a little bit more, and everything seems to bend slightly. There's pillars supporting the ceiling. There's doorways to the south, a hall to the east, and a hall to the northeast.
Yeah, 2 doors down here, one here and one here.
Everyone keep an eye out. Let's try not to let anything get the jump on us, although if the wall attacks you, blink twice. Make sure it's not just a hallucination.
Oh, is Dagger here?
Yeah.
Let's have a look up north, too, before we open any doors.
The warped sensation, it intensifies, Brew. You feel a very strange energy. It seems to be emanating from a set of double doors to the west. There's a tapestry on the east wall. It depicts a group of humans. They are twisting, they are warping, and they are melting into a single amorphous, blasphemous entity.
Gage really wants to put that tablet back.
We're gonna roll initiative. You're not alone here,
Uh-oh.
Brew.
Oh, shit.
That tapestry kind of looks like what happens when moonbeam's on something.
There are 4 invisible death slad
Oh, come on.
standing next to the tapestry.
More death slot.
They attack you on sight. Dagger, you're up first.
Can you ping me? There. I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything this round.
Actually, sorry, there'll be a surprise check as well.
Oh no!
We have to roll that. They're invisible.
Whew.
12 passive perception or lower, and you'll be surprised. Oh, sorry, 11 or lower, and you'll be surprised.
I don't. That is a bonus action dash. I will shoot this one with my hand crossbow.
Okay, advantage and disadvantage. Hit. I don't think there's anything that gives you sneak attack, but you definitely hit the slot. It remains invisible.
Do you have blind sense dagger?
I
Something like
have
that?
my
Blind sense.
and
is
my
not-
roguey thing.
Yeah, it's not blind sight though. It's different.
Oh, okay.
Blind sense, blind sight, two different abilities. All right, Scamp, you're up.
Am I close enough to where I can hear them to know where they are?
Yeah. If you're not surprised, then you can take your turn. No.
It does say I know the location of invisible creatures within 10 feet.
Yeah, you know the location of them. Everyone should, because they're not hidden. If they were hiding and they beat your passive perception, like you just walk by them, then like you did last time, then yeah, they're not going to be able to hide from you. Like last time you only detected them because of that trait. This time they were just being a little bit noisy. Rue heard them, I think.
They rustled the tapestry.
Depending on your passive perception. If it was 11 or lower, then you haven't heard them. That's why you're surprised.
Oh, I don't know that I can really do much. I'm going to hold the frostbite, I think. Oh, oops. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Oh, as I'm just making lines everywhere, I'm gonna hold a frostbite for if one of these guys becomes visible.
Okay.
I don't want to be there because I'm in fireball range, but I will.
Okay.
Step 10 feet. He's going to use his staff to cast fireball. Grab template.
You have to select where you're casting it before you roll dice. So disregard
Oh, I'm sorry.
the damage roll.
I put it right there.
Here's a template. You can drag it out yourself, or I can get it for you, but you do need to determine your location before you roll any dice.
Should be good.
Okay, now you can roll your dice. 8d6. Alright, the tapestry is incinerated instantly. The sladder do have a magical resistance. And All of them fail, getting scorched for 31 points of fire damage. You overcome their fire resistance.
Cage is gonna hide,
And
figuring they're gonna.
a couple of them become visible. The northmost slab loses concentration, and the second northmost slab becomes invisible.
Can I frostbite the second northmost?
Of course. You unleash your spell. The ice surrounds the slud, and it fails. Its arm gets a little bit frozen up. It does resist cold damage. Takes 6 points, and will have disadvantage on its next weapon attack. Rolling.
I am going to. I'm gonna step right here, and I am going to cast with my action at level 6 Globe of Invulnerability.
Alright, you put up a globe of invulnerability. It's effectively a one-way mirror that blocks out magic. Magic can't go in it, basically, but you can shoot spells out of it. It's faintly shimmering, so it is visible. It takes on a bit of a pinkish glow. 10-foot radius. Which is a little bit smaller than that.
And it doesn't follow me, right? It just it stays put right where I cast it.
An immobile, faintly shimmering barrier.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna save my bardic inspirations for the moment. And yep, those slot are about to come in at me with great swords, but we'll see.
This invisible slud will rush you, Dagger, and attack with its greatsword. First attack. It hits. You take 22 points of damage. You feel the blade kind of slice into you, and the necrotic damage also eat away at you. It becomes visible after it attacks. It's going to attack with its greatsword again. And this time you step back and it's a miss. You intercept its movements, and then it leans forward with its pointed, jagged fangs, and it tries to bite you. And it chomps you for 11 damage. And it's going to actually move up here. It jumps back and jumps into the middle of the hall up ahead. The
I have my hand crossbow.
door to the east, it opens, and standing before you is Zalthar Shadowdusk. He takes the appearance of a very heavily armored warrior, but when you try to look at his skin, you see nothing but darkness. Maybe a vague, shadowy silhouette. He wears full plate and he has a shield in his hand. It's Zalthar Shadowdusk. He's in black armor. His hands are visible, they're withered. And he has this very wicked looking sword, and he's swirling with magical energy. And he's going to put his sword away, and he just says to you all,
Desmere foretold your arrival. I've been waiting for you. We do not fear the darkness.
and suddenly he sheaths his sword and he holds his palm outwards, flat to the ceiling, like facing the ceiling, and this little purple orb of energy starts to form in his hand, and then it rapidly expands, and he throws it up into the air, and it's a 20-foot radius fireball. And he tosses it up into the air like that, and when it drops onto the ground, it turns purple and lets out a shockwave of necrotic energy. And Cage, Pavel, Roland, and Scamp, each of you need to make a dexterity save for this Hellfire Orb.
It's not a spell. Shit.
It is not a spell, it's the Death Knight's Hellfire Orb. He just
Roland points at the death.
And it
Roland points at the Death Knight. That's cheating!
It's Indomitable. I use Indomitable to reroll.
Okay. Alright, he drops it. It explodes. There's just an incredible surge of energy from this. And, here it is. If I can click it properly. Alright, Cage, you take 19 fire damage and 26 necrotic, 45 points of damage. Pavel, you succeed the saving throw, and you take 19 fire damage and 13 necrotic damage. Actually, you'd take half the fire, right, Cage? You're resistant to fire?
Yes, correct.
So, yeah, 35 points. Pavel, you take 32 points of damage, 19 fire, and 13 necrotic. Scamp, you take the full brunt of that, 38 fire and 26 necrotic. That's 54 points of damage. And Roland, you succeed the saving throw, taking 9 fire damage and 13 necrotic. 22 points of damage.
Oh, I can't believe I held that up.
And
it's gonna be useless against Death Knight.
that's Zalthir's turn. Zalthar's turn. Brr.
Bonus action to rage. Technical question. The third item there for Sentinel, where it says melee weapon attack, would that include an unarmed attack?
Yep. Unarmed attack is a melee weapon attack.
Thank you. Move up here, swing reckless at actually at the one to the north there. The one just to my northeast.
Okay. Hit. You slash into the slud and you see the radiant energy, the blade slice into it. The fire burns a little bit, does resist it, but you hit the slud pretty hard. You can see it's slowly regenerating, but there's no way regeneration is no match for the damage you do to it.
Take one hand off the sword and attempt to grapple the one that I can hear that's invisible.
Alright, make an athletics check. And you grab onto its slimy, scaly arm. It's grappled.
Drag it 10 feet north with me. Or 5 feet, sorry, 10 feet of movement to move. was that? 15. That's 25. Can I use 10 more feet of movement to just push it back against the wall there in row with the other two slab?
Sure. You push it into the other one's space.
Oh, even better. Perfect.
Or wherever you want to push it.
Yeah, right there. That's great. Tempest, we got a real fight for you here. Come have a look-see. You're gonna like this one.
Alright, the grappled slug regenerates. Oh no, this is the... Which one is this? Yeah, this is the grappled one. It regenerates a little bit, recovering from the fireball. And it's going to cast Cloud Kill. Put a Cloud Kill here. 20-foot radius, heavily obscured, noxious cloud of gas. Alright, the oh, does that break the API? Did. Alright, the next one is the slug that's not grappled by you, Brew. It's gonna jump over here. It's gonna regenerate. And it's gonna skirt around like this. And it's going to cast Cloud Kill. I'm just going to put it here. Pavel, you're not affected by the Cloud Kill. The globe of invulnerability doesn't let the Cloud Kill in.
So I want to propose a question. Because I am surprised because of the death slots, is it the same with Shadowdusk or?
Yeah, you're surprised. No. You can't take an action or reaction on your first turn of combat.
Got it. End of turn.
Darius.
Okay. Wow, I'm really far back. Select 10, 20, 10, 20, 30. Puts me there. Oh, shit. I will... Because the pillar's in my way, I can't see shite. How far is that slide from me? It's too far away. All right, so I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to use my action to use my cloak to cast Dimension Door and appear right there.
Okay.
Behind this.
You throw the cloak over yourself and you disappear with like a portal of magic, and you phase through the room and you appear over here.
That'll be my end of turn.
This death slide is going to recover a little bit from the fireball it generates. And it's going to step back into this corner. And it'll drop a fireball, I think.
Where was he originally? Sorry.
He was next to Brew.
Next to Brew?
He's going to drop a fireball.
Can I signal him right here?
He didn't leave your reach. He didn't never entered or left your reach.
Okay.
The slide drops a fireball in the middle of the room, hitting Darius, Brew, Dagger, and two of the slide. Each of you make a dexterity save. Darius, are you there?
Sorry, my page is lagging really bad. Didn't matter.
Alright, you guys can't really see what's going on too much. A lot of the slide are obscured. You can see the fire not really affecting the slud too much. Brew, you succeed and take 14 fire damage. Dagger, you dodge out of the way. Darius, you take the full brunt of 29 points of fire damage. You can smell the smoke and the fire, the brimstone. And the slide is going to just stay there in the corner. Dagger, you'll need a constitution save at the start of your turn for the cloud kill. You resist and you take 9 poison damage.
Slappy. Oh, you know. I forgot I had temporary hit points.
Ooh, 10 HP.
Okay. Up here. Wake up, Centimorn. We have slide to kill.
Alright, you draw Centimorn and the blade bursts into radiant luminosity. And you jam the sunblade straight through the slide. It screeches and grey blood starts to spill forth from its
It's
mouth.
horrible damage.
It only just kind of glances its torso, but still the crackling radiant energy is enough to halt its regeneration, or at least stave it off.
And I will move right here.
The slide will just eye you. You're too quick for it to attack. Scamp.
I think our spellcasters down here need to be able to see. So I am going to upcast a spell magic to 5th level to get rid of this cloud kill that's on top of us down here.
Target the cloud kill with Dispel Magic, and straight away it is dispelled.
There's more. As soon as that one's gone, it's like, oh, there's another one.
But now we can see the more immediate threat to the southern folks.
Yes, the man in armor.
That can hurl necrotic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, him. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna toss some Fey energy into Cage there.
Thank you. Now that you can see Cage, you notice he probably wet his pants when that guy came through.
Oh, fuck.
So you get 14 plus 4 temp HP.
Thank you.
I am quite happy in the magical blocking bubble, so I'm gonna stay here.
Cage.
Cage is going to call his Hound of Ill Omen to be right there.
Arr!
I think he's medium. Yeah, he's medium.
You summon the Hound and you sick him on Zalthar. He can roll initiative. So it's a bonus action.
And then, no big surprise probably to anyone, he's going to cast Disintegrate at the Death Knight.
Nice.
Alright, he has advantage and disadvantage as a supernatural resilience to magic and spells. And he steps to the side, swings his shield out, and smacks the yellow-colored beam straight down onto the floor.
Damn it. Alright, and Cage is gonna...
Pretty quick with his reflexes, despite him and his bulky armor appearance.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then that will be all.
Roland.
So, Roland has quite a few spells, most of them concentration, except for the really big spells. And like a couple of the smaller ones. But I'm not letting go of the globe. It's too good for what it's doing. So I'll do what I can. Let's see if I can't get him to run away a little bit. No, he is gonna have advantage on this, but I'm gonna cast at first level a Dissonant Whispers on Zalthar. So just first level Dissonant Whispers. Whoa.
And he fails. He clutches his head, taking 10 psychic damage, and he uses his reaction to move away from you, provoking an attack from the Hound of Illumin. The Hound tries to bite, but it misses.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the big scary guy with armor and a sword away from my bubble. that's what I'm doing.
I had the same thought. I was like, if I could get the cloud to go away so y'all can see, maybe you can take care of it.
Don't really have anything to do with my bonus action at the moment, so... And I'm not moving. That's it.
This Death Slud is going to regenerate a little bit, and it's going to move away and cast Fireball. It drops a fireball right here. It explodes outwards and hits Darius, Dagger, Brew, and the grappled Slud. Each of you make a dex save.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, you all succeed the save. No damage for you, Dagger. Brew, you take 16 fire damage. And Darius, you take 16 fire damage. Then, actually, where's this slide? Yeah, we'll just stay there. Alright, Zalthar, he just starts marching back forward.
We do not fear the darkness.
And he ignores the hound. And he runs into the middle of everyone here.
Uh-oh.
Dashing. Dash action. And he will he won't take a bonus action. That's it. Alright, Brew, you'll need a constitution save for the cloud kill. You succeed and you take 14 points of poison damage.
I'll drag this slad behind me, and gonna leave him in the cloud kill.
Where are you leaving him? Oh, are you still holding on to him?
Just still holding on to him.
Okay. Alright, well,
Yeah.
when he enters the cloud kill, he takes the damage from it. And he's just kind of coughing and spluttering.
You know, they say your own smell good, but I don't think this one smells good to you. And I'll attack this one to my west there, just using the pommel of Sundeath. I think. No. Yeah. No. I'll release the grapple for the moment, swing recklessly at the one to the west there.
Hit. You slice into it, and 31 damage. You slice it, it burns slightly, the radiant energy really eats through it, and that slot is looking a bit bloodied now. Streamers of grey blood trickling down its side.
And yeah, I'll swing at the one that I was grappling, just using the pommel as an improvised weapon.
Okay, it's disadvantage and advantage, and a 13 is blocked. Ting! It parries your pommel.
Alright.
Alright, the hound can just run up to Zalthar and attack. I think that's all it can do.
Yep. The quickest way. He has pack attack, so he should get advantage now.
Yep, pack tactics gives him advantage. And it actually bites onto Zalthar's gauntlet. Arrgh! And tries to drag him to the ground. But Zalthar just pushes the wolf back.
Poor Wolfie.
Bad hound, it says. The cloud kill moves 10 feet down at the start of the slad's turn, and it regenerates. It'll move up here and attack Darius with its great sword. It hits you for 17 damage. It's just like rip.
I'm gonna get some sentinel in on that.
Okay.
The third one there.
You can use your reaction to attack him. So he sweeps the blade at you, Darius, and you see this like purple crackling lightning surrounding his blade. Where you take a swing at him, and a 20 is a hit. You slash down onto the slad and kind of just open up those injuries that just regenerated. The slad's going to turn around, swing at you, Brew. Ah! And hits you with this almighty crit.
I'm canceling the crit.
Okay. You negate the crit with your Eyes of the Grave, and Brew take 5 slashing and 7 necrotic, 12 points of damage. It will then try to bite Darius, and it sinks its fangs into you for 20 damage. And it'll just end its turn there. This slide is going to regenerate a little bit, and it's actually going to run over here and it'll take a dash action and run through the cloud, coming to Zalthar's aid. Gonna make a con save and
Don't like that.
trying to get through here.
Don't like that at all.
It comes out of the cloud kill, coughing and spluttering. What's that? It'll move here. It does provoke an attack of opportunity from you if you wanted to take one, Pavel.
Yeah, it's my next turn, so I'm gonna punch it because
unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Miss. It just evades you. Pavel, you're up.
This is a very not good situation. Change my plans. Shit. Okay. He's pretty fucked up. Want to keep him like that. Hopefully I hit. I'm going to, well, no, I'm gonna go with originally. Sorry, wasting time. I'm gonna go with originally what I was gonna do. I'm gonna grab him. Try to grapple him. Zalfar.
Alright, make an athletics check to try and grab Zalfar Shadowdusk. You grab onto his arm, and you can just kind of almost feel the coldness of his skeletal frame underneath his armor. And you have him grappled.
Good. I'm gonna swing him this way, like towards my left here, all the way
move
over
him
here.
There, 10 feet, and you can move him there for 20 feet.
And then, wait. 20. Fuck, you're right. That would be my whole action. What?
Yeah, if you move him, then it's kind of like dragging him and cost you 10 feet per move.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. So moving with him is half, but moving around is okay. Got it.
It's the
Okay,
same.
okay. After that, I can't do anything with that. I'm just gonna have my arcane focus in my right hand, in whatever hand I'm not grappling him, and I'll in my turn.
Okay.
He's not at all
Really
affected
much
by
can
the
do.
cloud kill. Darius.
Curiosity question. Can I see the group past the cloud kill?
It's heavily obscured.
Okay. That changes things, which means I cannot see them, so I can't do that. So, what I am going to do instead is I am going to step. I'll step here, and I'm going to point at this one, and just say, "Lady Death, you know what to do." And I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to Path of the Graves, which means he is now susceptible to all damage of the next attack.
Alright, you use Path of the Grave. Next attack on him, he has total vulnerability to all damage.
And
you can see
then,
these like kind of purple, kind of almost like crackling veins like eke through the slud's flesh. He almost looks like a badly cracked egg with purple light seeping through the cracks.
And yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
The slad's going to rush dagger and attack with a melee attack. First attack. It hits for 15 points of damage. The rippling necrotic energy eats into your flesh. Second attack. And despite you knowing where it's going to attack, it's very strong, fierce. Hits you for 19 damage.
I'm gonna do uncanny dodge.
You dodge it down to 9 points, and it just kind of glances you, and then it tries to chomp you with a third attack. Ah! And it just gets a mouthful of air. It moves over here. Dagger. You cause Centimorn to just almost extend in the light, and this Death Slayer's not really paying too much attention. It turns around and you just push it straight into its amphibian torso. And it takes
Oh, damn.
94 points
Good
of
roll.
damage.
That's so much damage in one hit.
Grave Clerics, man. For the win.
The sled is actually just overwhelmed by the damage. It screeches. You've basically impaled it. Black and grey blood just ooze out of its teeth, and it steps back a couple of times, and the regeneration is rapidly trying to seal up this massive gaping hole that you've just cut straight through it.
Reality gift from Icewind Dale game.
The slad's gone from not really looking hurt to looking fairly injured now. It's beyond bloodied. It's just reeling. Scam.
I am going to move over this way so that I can diagonally in a line do a sunbeam.
Ooh. Nice.
Alright, cast Sunbeam. You summon a mote of light in your hand. It lets off bright light, 30 feet, dim light for 30 feet. And then you just shoot a beam out. And it first hits the slide. And it's a con save. There's no real dodging this one, it's more just trying to resist it. And there's a bright flash as the radiant energy sears through the slide for 28 points, and it becomes blinded. Now Zalthar is next, and he does he does have magic resistance, and see how fortuitous he is. Makes a con save with advantage, and
Nice.
you hear the bright crack of sunlight slam into him, and then disperses on the wall. And sounds like you got him.
Woohoo! Alright, and then I am going to hidden step back inside. Oh no, I can't. I can't get inside the bubble. I should have hidden stepped out and then ran back in.
Another thing to note as well is Zalthar is undead, so he did actually have advantage and disadvantage on that. He's quite susceptible to the sunbeam.
I don't want to be near the slide, so I'm actually going to hidden step
Back.
Yeah. We'll go down here.
I use your teleporty thingy and streamers
I mean,
of
it's
Feyenoord
not
to
a-
transport you over
It's
there.
not a spell, so I'm assuming you could go back in the bubble if you wanted.
It's magical, though. I don't know if that...
It only blocks spells.
Oh. Could... Oh, it's not hidden step. What is it? Path.
Yeah, it's not a spell.
No.
Glaive Invulnerability is just like a one-way spell door.
So could I bamp inside of it then? Or I guess I
want
wouldn't
to.
know that as a scamp, so I'd probably just go back anyway.
It's up to you. You decide what you want to do.
I'll keep myself there.
Yeah, Roland doesn't use this ability much, so it's understandable.
Cage.
You're on mute.
Sorry about that. All right. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Would my darts, if I animate dead, be able to go around this way?
Yeah, they can move behind there.
Okay. I'm going to cast animate objects with darts, so small objects.
Alright, you throw the darts on the ground and they rise up magically. 10 of them.
I'm going to tell them to attack Xanathar.
They start flying back down to Undermountain.
I'm sorry. This guy. What's his name?
Zalthar.
Zalthar. Damn, they're so also close.
Okay. There's 10 of them and they have blind sight, so they have advantage. They can surround him in like groups of 2. 2 of them can fit in the same space because they're tiny. They surround him and you make 10 attacks at advantage.
Woo!
Should be 10.
Yeah. Alright, so regular hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regular hits and 2 crits.
So you want me to just roll 10 damage?
Sure. Well, it's not 10 damage.
Oh.
It's, it would be
It's 6
yeah, it would be so it was 6 regular hits and 2 crits, so it's 10d4 plus was it plus 4 damage on this thing?
Yeah, D4 plus 4.
I can just roll it normally. I'm sorry, I thought it was that easy. Okay. Here's my
Well, you don't double
2
the
crit?
you don't double the extra damage on a crit. You only double the dice. You don't double the 4.
I got you. My bad. So here's my 2 crits.
It's oh, you can roll it like that. I was gonna say you can just roll 10d4 plus 32.
Okay, I'll do that. D4 plus 32.
Yeah, that would be
Math.
a bunch of crits, and you can't see how damaged he is. You just the darts fly in there, and just you start hearing them poke into things. You hear a couple of tings of metal. Sounds like
25.
a couple of them miss.
Okay, so that was my 25 movement.
Roland.
Yeah, still not letting go of the globe. I still think it's useful. Gotta get this slot out of here, though. I am going to attempt to replicate some of the crazy whispers I've been hearing at this slot. So, Dissonant Whispers, just first level, just to try to get them out of here.
And it grabs its head, screeching, ah! Takes a 13 psychic damage, and it provokes an opportunity attack from the hound, as it will use its reaction to run its movement speed away.
I think the hound can only attack the person it's...
Oh, yeah. Alright, it runs 30 feet away from you, Roland, into the room where Zalthar emerged.
Good. I am A-okay with that. Yeah, Roland has not been able to see what's going on up to the north of him for a while now. He hopes everything is okay. So, he's going to stay exactly where he's at.
This slot is going to cast Fireball. It just drops a fireball straight here. Now the fireball goes around the globe of invulnerability, and everyone inside is protected, but it does hit all 10 animated objects, and it does hit Zalthar.
I figured they weren't going to last long.
And And you'll need 10 dexterity saves for the animated objects.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oof.
Alright, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 instantly destroyed, and 6 take 16 fire damage.
Thanks for doing that.
I'll just make sure the hit points are all updated. And then we'll continue on, see what happens to Zalthar. Okay. The slide. Oh, wait, let me do Zalthar's save. That's advantage. And he gets a little bit scorched up. Okay. Now the slide's going to also move. And it provokes an opportunity attack from you, Darius, because it runs over here like this.
Oh, I will definitely.
Leaves your reach.
Um,
Got half cover.
Curiosity question. So I picked up Sentinel at our last thing. Does Sentinel work with cantrips for what, Warcaster?
I think so. It's no, I think it's like, I don't know, just post the ability. It should be there. It says what it does. There we go. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, yes. If you cast a spell as an opportunity attack, if you hit a creature as an opportunity attack, they have 0 speed for the rest of their turn.
So, okay, clarification moment. Hitting it with an attack means it can't be something that requires a saving throw.
Yeah, that's not an attack.
That's why I asked. Okay, cool. Yeah, fuck it. I will. That's the. Oh, all my characters are saving throws, so never mind. I'm gonna try and whip it.
And
Nice.
it's a miss. It brings up its greatsword and parries you.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It has
Alright.
half cover from Brew.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Zalthar is going to just say again,
We do not fear the darkness.
and he's going to cast a spell.
Hmm?
And then he's going to attack you, Pavel. And, wait, do you have the blind sight dagger, Pavel? No, right?
Me?
Yeah,
No.
okay. Then this is really going to hurt. First attack.
He is blind.
Oh, fuck.
He's heavily obscured. Advantage and disadvantage. He hits you and it hurts like hell. You're hit for 32 slashing damage and 7 acid damage. 39 points of damage. Second attack. He just cleaves straight through.
Well, he has a named sword. That's never good.
You just feel an incredible pain emanate from the cloud kill, and it hurts like hell. You guys see Pavel drop to the ground unconscious and dying. Zalthar then emerges from the cloud kill and provokes 6 opportunity attacks from the animated objects. And they all have advantage. Go to the blind sight. Hit, 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 crit, hit, miss. 5 hits. 4 hits and 1 crit.
So here's the critical. Yeah. Right. Yep, that should be all.
1, 2, 3, 4. One missing. There's 5 hits.
Well,
He did 4.
they didn't know where it was going. Okay.
Alright, you hear him just getting beaten and battered by these animated objects, but he emerges from the cloud kill unscathed by the poison. He is blinded, and he'll attack Roland at disadvantage with his 3rd attack.
Damn! I was like, I really hope he only has 2 attacks.
There's just so much necrotic energy. There's like acid covering his blade. The blade is like some sort of wicked magic sword, and hits you for 37 points of... 44 points of damage. 13 slashing,
Okay.
24 necrotic, and 7 acid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not resistant to any of that, unfortunately. Oh, look at that! A 22 DC. I can't believe I didn't make it. I would have had to crit to make that.
Alright, and then I think, when's he blinded till scan? At the start of your next turn?
I believe so.
Okay. Blinded
Until my next turn.
So he's still blinded at the moment. Brr.
Okay. Gonna use 30 feet of movement to pull this death lad south with me.
It's not grappled by you.
Can I persuade him?
Persuade him with an athletics check.
Hey, what's it come down to me, buddy?
Come on down. That miss looks really tempting. Alright. I look at this injured one over here and say, you're my prey. Run down at it.
The
Swing reckless with
Blood will attack as you leave its reach. It'll swing its great sword at you. And miss.
Is it in cover or anything from that mist on the angle that I'm at?
It's not cover.
Okay.
Cover has to be something tangible, like a wall or an object, pillar.
Thanks. Swing reckless with Sundeath.
Okay. It brings up its great sword and blocks you sword to sword.
Turn the next attack into an improvised weapon. Hit it with the pommel. Wait. Yeah.
And an 18 is a hit. You smack it over the face, and it's looking quite injured now.
Bonus action, attempt to grapple.
You grab onto its arm, and you have it grappled.
Move it east into the cloud kill.
10 feet of movement, you can push it into the cloud kill. It starts coughing, spluttering, with poison.
And then just gonna check my movement there.
You used 15 plus 10. You used 25, you got 15 feet left.
Pull it out of the cloud kill. Got a live one here for you, Susanna.
Hound.
Hound is gonna attack. He's gonna miss.
It just scrapes its fangs against Salthar's heavy armor.
He's gonna hang his head in shame.
The cloud kill moves down 10 feet at the start of this slide's turn. And it's going to cast Fireball. And
Shocker.
Just drop a fireball on everyone. Yeah.
Do not fear the darkness.
Salthar says. And
That's so stupid. Stop saying that. There's no darkness anyway. Everything's brightly lit.
Alright, so it's a dex save from all those animated objects and they're going to survive.
They're all gone.
Oh. Oh, might go down here, boys. And girls. Everybody.
Same.
Oh, I thought you were already down.
Hound of
man, I might
Ill-Omened.
die.
And Pavel, you fail a death saving throw. Just need the Hound save.
Oops, sorry about that.
The fireball erupts, and Cage, you take 13 fire damage with your resistance. Roland, you take 13 fire damage with your resistance.
I had 13 health.
Zalthar kind of blocks the fireball a bit. Well, you can't really see it. And the Hound takes 26 fire damage. The slide is going to then run down here and end its turn. The death slide that had been whispered away is going to run back around the corner here. And it's going to cast Cloud Kill. It's going to put that Cloud Kill here. Covering scan. And actually, it's going to go back around the corner. Pavel, you fail the death save from the fireball, and you need to make a death saving throw now, and you're going to fail another death save from the Cloud Kill.
Wish me luck. Oh. Oh!
That's 3
Oh,
death save
shit.
failures.
First time I died.
Brew talks about dying all the time. You'll be fine.
True, he's not wrong.
You'll need a cleric. Darius.
Okay. Shit's getting real. So.
Just now?
No, it's been getting real for a while. Shit.
Slide R regenerating as well. Regeneration.
I'm gonna point at this one and do another Path to the Grave. So I use my second channel divinity. So
this guy here? Or the no, this one, right? This guy?
that one, yeah. This guy.
Alrighty, same thing happens. Rippling purple light emanates from the slard's flesh.
And then I'm going to cast at 4th level Mass Healing Word for the 3 of us because I can't see the other group because of the Cloud Kill. So Brew, myself, and Zazana.
Thank you.
So We all get a little bit. A little push.
Oh, guys.
All right. And that's it. That's all I got. Well, I'll do some movement. I'll move closer just in case they decide to try and fireball bullshit. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'll be there.
This Death Lad is going to... maybe I'll just do a fireball. Maybe it won't. It'll actually just take its greatsword and rush you, Darius. Attacking in melee. First attack. Whoosh! Miss. Ting! Bounces off of your armor. Second greatsword attack. And you get up your shield and block the incoming attack, and then it leans forward with its fangs and tries to bite you. But it misses. And it'll stand there and end its turn. Dagger.
Okay. 10, 30, 35.
When you enter the cloud kill, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I thought that was out of the cloud.
It's kind of hard to see the green line there, Seb. She probably just didn't see it.
Alright, well, make a Constitution save for entering the cloud kill. You take 23 points of poison damage. Then you swing at the slot and you miss for 17. It blocks you with its greatsword.
Will bonus action. Okay, it doesn't matter if I hit or not. I will bonus action dash. To my 40. Be right here.
Scam. Make a Constitution saving throw for the cloud kill. You succeed and take 12 poison damage.
Alright, I'm going to move to here. And then I'm going to Dispel Magic at 5th level to get rid of the Northern Cloud Kill.
You cast a spell magic and instantly the cloud kill is bamfed away.
Thank you so much, Scamp.
Well, I can't do anything about the southern one right now. But
It's just gonna move away, so it's fine.
I am going to try and give Roland a little bit of health so that maybe he doesn't die like Pavel. Get 12 hit points and 4 temporary.
Oh, that fucking hurt!
Cage.
Cage is going to call on all the power that exists in him, use his wish to power word stun the Death Knight.
Oh.
Alright, cast Wish, and you wish for power word stun. Alright, very powerful single word spell, and it overwhelms the mind of a creature, leaving it dumbfounded. And immediately this shockwave of energy washes over Zalthar, and he becomes stunned. The magical acids landing his blade vanishes, and he is stunned, and he'll make a con save at the end of his turn as he's just kind of staggering around. So, incapacitated, can't move, only speak falteringly, automatically fails strength and dex saves.
And do I have at least half cover on this guy?
That's 3/4 cover.
3/4?
Alright. Wait, let me... It might even be total.
Total cover?
It's 3/4. No, it's 3/4 cover.
I don't think I'll get... Would that be any better? Probably worse, right?
It's still 3/4 cover.
I can't move any further than that. Then I'll turn to the Death Knight, and I will quicken a Firebolt at him. Actually, I'll quicken a Shocking Grasp.
Nice.
Hit. You grab onto him and cause a surge of lightning, just buckle his armor and cause smoke to come out of his helm.
I think I only got 5 feet of movement now. I'll just move there. And I guess I got hit in turn. There we go.
Roland, you can use half your movement speed to stand up and grab whatever you're holding.
I will do that. You don't have to tell me twice. Let's see. Let me double check a range. Great. I am going to... don't have a soundboard or anything up. And again, I'm not going to assault y'all's ears with a scream. So, yeah, we're in dire straits. So 9th level spells are coming out. Psychic Scream. This will affect all the baddies.
I use Psychic Scream, and it assaults the minds of like every creature in range, right? Something like that.
Up to 10 creatures of my choice within range, but there's only 5 of them, so.
Alrighty, you cause psychic energy to just explode through their minds. Zalthar makes intelligence save fast, and he just writhes. He just kind of screams. The Death Slider around the corner is next. They will have advantage on these saves, and just kind of screams a little bit of its own, taking 21 damage. Next one.
Man, them having advantage sucks.
This one starts screaming and it's become stunned. The one to the northeast of Darius starts screaming, and they're just like being jolted around from the psychic energy in their minds. It takes the 43 psychic damage and becomes stunned. And finally, the one grabbed by Brew. It screams and it's being jolted around from the psychic energy.
Shit.
It just managed to resist, but still there's smoke coming out of its ears.
Okay, cool. Let's see. He's stunned. I'm not gonna run into the kill. Yeah, I did that crazy scream like that, and now I'm going to follow that up with a power chord. For I think Yeah, she's out of my range, unfortunately, for that. But this will be for Darius, Baru, myself, Cage, and Scamp. So I'll get a little more temp HP there. And I don't want to be by this guy, even if he's stunned. So, using my regular movement, not the movement from the power cord, I'm gonna move away. Let's do that.
That would have to have been both, right? Because 20 feet. The reaction movement and your normal movement.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind. I wouldn't go 20 feet. You know what? In fact, so since he got stunned by two different things,
the most potent effect gets him, and that's the power word stun.
Okay, so con saves.
Actually, sorry. It's both different things. They're different spells, so they're both affecting him.
Okay, then I'm not gonna move.
He's basically stunned twice.
Cool. Then I'm gonna stay right there because I don't think he's gonna be able to save both of those. At least I'm gonna bet on that.
Okay. The slot that Brew has is going to cast a spell. That spell is Cloud Kill.
God damn it.
It's going to put a Cloud Kill there. Alright,
well, Psychic Scream will stay up without me.
He's stunned two ways. So all he can do is try and get out of it. So power word's done to con save.
Should have disadvantage. Yeah, either way.
And Psychic Scream. Fail.
Nice.
Cool.
Burr.
Gonna release the grapple, put two hands on Sundeath, swing at the one to my east. I get advantage, right? If he's stunned?
Yep. Hit. You slash.
Try and make use of that vulnerability.
Into the slud and hit it for 10 fire and 50 points of slashing and radiant. So 60 points of damage. You drive the blade into the slud and it looks very badly hurt now. You're just like basically cleaving into it.
Swing again at it.
Almost slicing it in two. Actually, sorry, it would have been vulnerable to the fire as well. An extra 10 damage. Turns resistances into vulnerabilities. Second attack? Hello?
Yeah, no, I really want to finish this one off, so I'm going to swing at it again.
Hit. That's not enough to finish it off, but you bring it a lot closer to death. It's another 19 points of damage, and you continue hacking the slat into pieces, and I mean, it's just you're slicing it through the neck, down through its chest, and like Chainsaw Massacre scenario going on here. Blood is just spewing everywhere, and Sundeath is just churning through it.
Then I'll shout a zealous presence to Tempest.
Alright, use your zealous presence. Everyone hears the battle cry. Advantage on all attack rolls and saving throws for 1 round.
Scamp's just in range there.
The Hound can attack. It can make a con save first. It's going to resist a cloud kill and take 10 poison damage.
It's almost down. So we have 2 slags that are not stunned, right?
Yeah.
The one up north? Okay. Sorry, I was getting confused there. Okay, so the Hound will
the one in the eastern room is not stunned either.
Okay, sounds good. Hound's going to do what the Hound does. He's going to bite.
And it's a crit. It jumps on Zalthar and knocks him to the ground prone, starts mauling him and gets itself a nice bone. Rips out Zalthar's one of his neck bones.
Kate's very proud. Good job.
Alright, the slide regenerates. Its wounds automatically heal up and it's been psychic scream, so it's an intelligence save. It's just being wiped out. Staggering all over the place. This
I wonder what's about to happen.
slide is going to move here, and it's going to call for peace and love. For all.
Yeah. Peace and love in the afterlife.
And it doesn't seem to have any qualms about dropping a fireball on Zalthar. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't need to because Pavel's dead. It doesn't really see an intent on incinerating a corpse, though.
Thank you for him.
Is the pillar blocking its sight at all?
No. I mean, it shouldn't. I'll double check.
I was hoping maybe it couldn't get all of us with the center of the pillar there.
Maybe it does, actually. I think that pillar is blocking it, the dynamic lighting.
Nice. Good call.
Sweet.
I imagine I'm still getting fireballed with the cage, but trying to save you, Roland.
There we go. It'll center it there instead.
Aww.
Goes around corners.
Oh well.
Salazar.
I tried.
Dex save for all in that area. Hound, Roland, Cage, and Scam.
Okay, well, at least I succeeded on that.
Oh, Hound's dead no matter what, I would assume, but that's alright. I'll roll.
Yeah,
And then Kate.
it's gonna be dead.
Yep.
Alright, Roland,
Bye-bye.
you take 17. Oh no, sorry. You take 8 fire damage with your elven resistance.
Haha, I'm still up. The cloud kill's gonna take me down though.
Scamp, you duck for cover and you take 17 fire damage. Successful save. The Hound is no more. And Cage, you take 8 fire damage with a successful save and resistance to fire.
By the way, does this cloud kill move down at all?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to. It goes down 10 feet.
Cool.
Alright, Pavel, unfortunately you'll need to see a cleric. When you had one in the party. Darius, you find yourself in the cloud kill. Make a constitution save at the start of your turn.
I am resistant to poison.
Alright, you take 8 poison damage with your resistance.
Okay, I will step 1 step forward. I'm going to whip the shit out of this guy. Not with that roll, though.
Yes.
You've got advantage. You've got advantage
Yeah.
from the.
You do.
From-
Oh, I do!
It's a crit.
Ooh.
and it's an extra 7 damage or something from the vicious.
I think the vicious rolling is it's rolling an extra 2d4 instead of the 1d4. So I don't know which one you want to do.
I'm not sure why it's doing an extra 2d4. A vicious weapon does an extra 7 damage on a crit. Yeah, an extra 7 damage. So it should just be an extra 1d4 from the whip. So it's 8 plus 3, so 11 plus 7, 18 points of damage.
And does it drop concentration yet?
Let's find out. It does not. And that it will block. It'll bring up its greatsword and whoosh, the whip wraps around the blade.
Crap. Okay. You can't hold a bonus action, can you?
No.
Okay.
Ready is for actions.
Yep. Do I have to be able to touch creature you can see within 60 feet? I can see Dagger in her drow form. And I just call out and I'm like, "Get down here and kill these things!" And I'm going to cast Heal at 7th level.
Ooh.
But I know I can't. It's not a bonus action. Shit.
Uh,
I had such high hopes.
So you're just yelling at her.
I am, but I will cast another. I will cast another mass healing word at 4th level for Brew, myself, and Zasana.
Thank you.
Oh God.
The slot is going to regenerate and try and get back control of its bodily function. But it does not. Alright, it's break time. We're going to take a 10-minute break at the start of this next round of combat. Take a quick breather, and when we get back, we shall continue. Looks like you guys are starting to turn this around. It was looking a bit grim there for a moment.
I am trying so hard, guys, to get everyone up, and I'm like, these cloud kills are killing me, literally.
Yeah. Obscuring vision cloud kill sucks.
It was the part I can't, because I can't see people. Like all of my healing spells basically require sight.
I know how you feel. I played cleric in a different game, and I got blinded by sand, and it fucking sucks.
I'm like, because my original before Pavel went down like
dead,
dead. I was like, oh, you know what? Next round, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, I can't fucking see him. Because the mass healing word would have gotten you up with the max roll.
Ooh.
Because anyone who's like on death set, basically who's down, like if I heal them, there's no roll. It just you get healed for the maximum total.
So that'd be like 9 HP.
Yeah, but I mean, like it would reset
something.
The
Yeah,
death
no,
set.
yeah, definitely.
So, and that's like why I kept going like, oh shit, we need to I need to get past these like clouds of non-vision.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping that.
I think I'm the only person with dispel magic in the party, and I have spent 2 out of 3 of my turns dispelling magic. So it may be beneficial to concentrate on the people that are concentrating if you guys can.
Concentrate.
So-
Oh, I know what you mean.
I have dispel magic, but I'm actually kind of low on spell slots from our last combat with all the slotting. So I've been trying to like go like, okay, if I'm going to use them, I'm going to use them for heals or for like damage, some way. So, but
we need to kick those guys with the cloud kills ass to fuck up that concentration.
See how it goes.
Hopefully.
Alright, be right back.
Yep.
Hey, Brew, you here?
Yep.
This is honestly like probably the one of the most hairy fights we've been in since Nox died. The first time we fought a fucking Scorpion King wannabe.
Yeah.
It's pretty hairy. Yeah, it reminds me of the Gleister situation and Nox's situation.
Well, I mean, like even when we were fighting the dragons, I was like, this could go bad, but I wasn't like really worried. Like, I was like, this fight though, I was like, oh shit, this reminds me of when we fought Merilith, and we all basically got our asses handed to us the first round.
True.
Yeah, I've done some things that I could have done better.
I think if Scamp didn't pop that Dispel Magic right before my power word stun, this might have gone different.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, so just as a like planning moment, like, so I still have Revivify available. Like I have a spell slot of Revivify left. So I also still have a 7th level spell left. What I was saving it for was to mass cure wounds everyone at 7th level, but the Cloud Kill kept coming up, so I couldn't see everyone. It's not a lot of healing, but it's 5. It'd be 5d4 plus 5, and I still have a spell slot left to do Beacon of Hope, which would maximize healing. So I'm like,
Any
but
healing is good healing.
Well, but my downside is I have to be able to see everyone when I cast it.
Yeah, I got focused on that vulnerability on the one. I was like, well, I really want to make use of that vulnerability.
But
yeah, it was a waste because he was stunned anyway and controlled, so I should have just left him alone and let it drop off, taking out the concentration.
Oh, good, man.
Great, like Brew, you were just that it's called Rage Tunnel Vision.
I thought he would go down. I thought with that vulnerability that I could take him out. And
well, I honestly was like, I knew it was a long shot, but I was like, maybe I can just whip the concentration out of him. But I'm like, I don't do enough damage per hit. Like it'd just be a luck draw. But it was better than nothing. So.
Yeah, I wasn't factoring in the obscured vision. Like I knew you were going to eat some poison damage, but I was like, you're half dwarf, you can eat it.
Yeah.
Be okay.
The
obscurity. A big thing.
That's not bothering me, but the fact that I can't see everyone is like it's hurting so much.
So bad.
Alrighty, guys, we're back.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Let's continue. We've got them on the ropes. Tiger, you're up.
1 second. Just getting back to my computer.
Just get that cable plugged into your brain.
Okay, I'm gonna come down and attack the one concentrating, for the love of gods.
Me love you long time.
Hit. You rush over, the slide attempts to cleave you with the greatsword, and the Sunblade slices its greatsword blade into, and you continue on and jam the Sunblade straight through the slide's face.
Nice.
The cloud kill drops, and you've just put a hole through the slide's face. You actually hear a breaking sound, like shattering crystal, as you explode the control gem in its brain.
Ah, I can see again. That's good.
See, the cloud kill won't kill you.
Yeah. Well, I thought it would.
breathable air.
Hey, now, I'll see where I was.
Scamp.
I am going to heal Roland.
Heal.
Oh, you're actually casting heal.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good.
Because we're inevitably going to get fireballed again. And now maybe you can actually survive.
Oh, that's so much better. Thank you, Scamp.
Can I fit down here?
Yeah, you can stand there. It'll be difficult terrain to move through that.
Oh, where was I? I think I can get there. I think that's only 3 spaces.
Yeah, right here. Cage.
Sorry, I was eating my snack. Cage is going to spend 3 sorcery points and put a hound right here.
Another hound appears out of the darkness, out of the shadow.
Let's see. And I'm going to go after... So that's give him disadvantage. 5, 10, 15.
You gotta roll initiative for it first before
Oh,
you do
sorry
anything
about that.
else.
Waiting for it to come up. Still waiting for it to come up. Still waiting for it to come up.
Initiative made a stealth check.
I'll
Oh,
get it
sheep.
for you.
Okay, sorry, it's still I'm just waiting for it to come up.
No problem.
Alright. 5, 10. 5, 10. And I am going to cast Fireball. I think I should be able to grab the thing myself. Go.
Ooh.
There goes his furniture.
Do I just drag it onto the sheet? Or the map?
Yeah, you should be able to move it around. Oh, there's 2 of them. Let me get rid of one.
Oh, sorry. I think it's out of my view.
There
It
we
didn't
go.
show up where I was dragging it. I can't see it.
Oh, really?
No. But if it went too far south, I wouldn't be able to see it.
Can anyone else see it?
I can see it.
I can see
Easy.
it.
I can't.
Well, it's behind a wall, that's why. Alright, I'll put another one out. Do you see that one?
Okay, I can see it now. Thank you. It might have been because my hound was still trying to load. Yeah, I'll hit that guy. I'm gonna have to do it at... I'll do it at 4th level.
You see several chairs and sofas in the room. Drop a fireball. It catches all the furniture on fire. And it also engulfs that slide. The slide,
That should be...
it manages to not succeed the saving throw. And was it 34 damage?
Yeah, all the 1s or 2s.
And it drops its concentration on that other cloud kill, and the furniture in the room is pretty much decimated with 34 damage. It doesn't even catch on fire; it just still gets destroyed.
I hope he feels guilty for what he's done.
Roland.
Alrighty. So, Mr. Zalthar still stunned, double stunned. Only thing not stunned is this guy over here. I'm not concentrating on anything.
Shocker.
So, let's hope he fails. I'm gonna cast Hold Monster on this Death Slod.
Okay. I think I might have to reload my page. My Roll20 is like all messing up. I'm just reloading quickly. The audio is like all spazzing out. All sorts of things are going crazy.
Roll20's been kind of wacky lately. At least in the games that I've been in.
Alrighty. So cast Hold Monster on it, and the Death Slide's going to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Another Wisdom saves are good. I'm hoping he fails though. Well, obviously, I'm hoping he fails. Obviously, I hope he fails, but
Don't bet against yourself.
Damn.
It does not fail. It resists the magic and
Just barely.
Its head around the corner and murmurs something to you in this aberrant language.
And I don't have tongues up, so I can't understand anything he's saying. So, whatever. I just flip him off. Fuck you, buddy. I don't have anything with a bonus action I can do. I don't think. At the moment, one inspiration left. Let's hold on to that. I'm gonna run a little bit, kind of over here, spread out a little bit, so hopefully they can't target us all with fireballs. Well, just that one anyway. And that's my turn.
Zalthar is still just stunned and he's writhing on the ground, and he's going to falteringly say,
We do not fear.
The doc, yes, we all know.
He doesn't even finish his sentence. He just says, "We do not fear."
Oh, okay.
Brr.
Alright. Seeing through the fog of his rage that these two slat are stunned and out of commission for the moment, Brew will... I'm actually going to use a bonus action to rage again, primarily to get this triggered.
You pounce.
Move down here. Move in here. Use a free action to shut the door. And stare like a really manic, crazy person at this slad and say, "Oh, hello, Toad. You're mine now." I'll swing Reckless with Sundeath at it.
Yeah. You slice into it, hitting it for 28 damage. And the slad's almost dead. It's already scorched, it's barely regenerating, it's slashing through it, radiant energy blisters its flesh. Smoke filling this room. Your blade kind of wades through the smoke. You grapple it.
You don't even roll for it. You're just like, yeah, you grapple.
Give us a kiss.
Ugh.
These other slide are just kind of, they've been laid out, they're just kind of staggering around from side to side, grabbing their heads and screaming. The one that you have grappled, Brew, it casts a spell on you, and suddenly bars of soap shoot out from the death slide.
No, my nemesis!
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's
It's your deepest fears.
I'm gonna use radical focus on that.
I thought for a second the slide was just being nice and casting prestidigitation to
You
give
drop
you a back.
Sun Death, and you drop the slide. Sun Death will be like on the ground here, and then you become frightened of the slide, and you have to dash as far away from it, trying to get as far away as you possibly can on your turn. The slide is then going to open the door and step back out here. It says. Hound.
Now's the time for the hound to shine.
And it jumps on Zalthar and bites into his neck, and Zalthar's like helmet falls off, and the hound has Zalthar's skull. It's just like a skull in its mouth.
Oh.
But the skull speaks, and he says,
This is just a flesh wound.
and despite the hound ripping off Zalthar's head, somehow he's still alive.
Is he prone? Did he fail strength save?
He was already.
He's been prone.
And
Yeah.
he automatically fails
Oh.
strength saves because
Oh, I
he's
got
stunned.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, the hound has Zalthar's head, and the head's still talking. And it looks at Roland and says,
We do not fear the darkness.
Too bad he
Okay.
can't.
Sure, why not?
Darius.
Okay. See how well I can get everybody. One. Two. Three. Okay, I can see Cage. Trying to see Scamp too.
I'm hidden behind a pillar.
I know.
Spread out for fireball.
Yeah, you're all the way down here. I'm like, damn it. 4. 5. Okay, curiosity question, Seb. I can see the edge of her here. Does that quantify as I can see her for a spell?
If you can
If it just requires sight. It just requires
trace
sight.
a corner of your square to a corner of her
Okay.
square and it isn't cut off by total cover, then you can see her. That's 3/4 cover.
I just have to be able to see her. That's all that matters. Even a smidge. All right, cool. From here, I will bonus action cast Mass Healing Word at 7th level. So that's for Scamp, Cage, Roland, myself, Zasana, and Brew, because Pavel is dead.
Too soon, Daria. Too soon.
That literally puts me at full. I'm at full.
Darius is a realist. He understands how this shit goes. And then for his main action, he's going to toll the dead. This sled right here.
Necrotic energy brings the slug closer to death. It's profusely bleeding, its skin is like melting away. It's already messed up enough as it is from the stun, and it's close to death. The other slug continues screaming, clawing at its skull. And at the end of its turn, it managed to finally regain control of its body. Dagger.
Sorry, so I'm just checking. Should this one have a concentration marker for its fear stuff?
You don't need to worry about that.
I won't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm the one that worries about that. I'm not
Sorry,
giving it a
big
concentration mark because it keeps breaking the API. I haven't been given
Sorry
any
about
of them concentration markers, if you haven't noticed.
I didn't notice. My apologies.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, it keeps on breaking the API, so I'm not using them.
I'm not gonna be up there playing around with the slides, so I'm coming down here. I will attack him.
We do not fear the darkness. You cannot kill me. Not while I am bound to my sister.
That hits. And you push the Sunblade through the Death Knight, and an explosion of radiant energy, which it should be extra radiant energy, I think, because it's undead. And
oh yeah, how much?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's where is it? It's like an extra D. Is it D10 or D8?
It's a D8, I believe.
D8.
No. Why do you have your damage D10?
Oh, because I'm using it two-handed.
Okay. So it does an extra... Wait, does it have the versatile? Correct?
It's a longsword.
It's not a longsword, it's a sunblade.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
Yeah, where does it say longsword? Oh, wait, is it a longsword?
I don't know.
I need to look.
It counts as a longsword,
Yes. Yeah, it can be a longsword.
It appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping it, you make a blade of pure radiant. But it does matter because it's different damage dice, so I need to figure out what it is. Magic longsword has a finesse property.
I can change it.
Oh no, alright. So yeah, it's versatile, it's a longsword. But yeah, it does an extra D8 to undead, so keep that in mind. So yeah, I mean he's completely dead. So yeah, it's an extra D8 instead of a D10. But I was not sure if it was a D8 or D10 if you use it versatile, but it's a D8 to undead. Cool. Alright, anyway, you push the Sunblade through the Death Knight, and all of the bones that hold up his armor, they get disintegrated. They turn into fiery ash, and helmet, holders, greaves, gauntlets, breastplate, all of the armor falls to the ground, and there's just a bit of ash scattered among the armor. The skull inside the helm that the hound is holding, it also disintegrates. And this wicked looking longsword that the Death Knight was wielding falls on the ground next to it.
Okay. I'll finish my movement there. I think I have to bonus action dash it there. But...
Scam.
I will peek my head around the corner And I will not do that. Asterios is there. I'm going to move up a little bit so I can frostbite the slab that is stunned.
I see wind surrounds the slud, and it seems to just kind of unravel around it. It succeeds the saving throw. Not effective. Cage.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I can't hit the guy. Go back and firebolt this guy.
Hit. The slud, it's hit straight on with the firebolt. The seething fire rips through its flesh. It's struggling to regenerate. It staggers back and it's very close to death.
Quicken, and I'll hit him again.
Hit. Another firebolt slams into the slab directly, overcoming its resistance. And it's knocked back, it loses concentration, and you're no longer feared, bro.
Alright.
Rolling.
Don't think. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Nah, Brew's got him. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, that gets both of those. That's fine. So we'll use one of the charges on the wand of fireballs.
As a mighty explosion on the fireball, and the closest lad is still hanging on, and the one to the back, it managed to jump back and take 7 damage. Barely affected. Resistant to fire.
Yeah, I was hoping he was hurt enough. Oh well. No bonus action. You know what? Actually, I'm going to yell out to. Well, I'm not going to yell. I'm going to say to Susanna, I believe in you. You're doing good work. Keep it up. Bardic inspiration for her.
I take pride in my job.
And I'm not going to move.
Sure.
Move up, swing reckless.
Alright, you can pick Sundeath up with your interactive object. And,
oh, thanks.
You'll notice that when you dropped it, the flame went out.
Okay, bonus action to light it. Thanks for that. And then swing reckless at it.
Hit. And you cut the death lad down. You hear the control gem in its brain shatter, and its body stomps onto the floor.
25 feet to there. And I guess just glower at this one. Oh. My EOT seems to be broken.
Okay. Alright, oh, I think I know why that happened. Because of Death Knight. Let me fix that up. Alright, this Slad is like extremely badly injured. Its flesh is badly scorched. It's got necrotic energy withering it away. It's still hanging on and it is regenerating and it's still screaming and grabbing its head. It remains stunned. I think the hound has vanished away because your quarry has been killed.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Arios.
I want to cast Light on the more healthy-looking Death Slad.
You point your finger at it, and this inky beam hits the Death Slad, and it screeches. Ah! But it does manage to resist the full brunt of the blight, and it takes 22 necrotic damage. It starts to soften it up a little bit. Outdoes its regeneration. The Slad is going to jump back. It's going to push open a door against the north wall and step back 5 more feet. And then it's going to cast Fireball. It drops a fireball here, hitting Darius, Brew, Cage, and Dagger. Each of you make a dexterity saving throw. And unfortunately, I mean, your pack and your corpse, Pavel, would get badly scorched by this because they're not being carried or handled, but we'll deal with that later.
Oh no.
By a fireball, it destroys objects. Alright, Brew, you take 11 fire damage. Cage, you take 11 fire damage. Darius, you take 11 fire damage. And Dagger, you completely evade. And the Slad ends its turn there, retreating back through the doorway. Dagger. Hit. You coup de grace that Slad. You just jam the Sunblade straight through the Slad's mouth and out the back of its head. You hear the shatter of its control gem, and it slinks to the ground. Longsword drops out of its hand, and body just keeps on slowly seething away from all the radiant and fire damage.
Okay, I will bonus action. Dash. Sorry, I think I forgot to say that.
Now you get a very, very uneasy feeling when you get close to this door, Zizana. It's unnerving. It makes you feel very uncomfortable. This whole time, all the pillars in this hall have been writhing, undulating as well. Scam.
I'm going to drop concentration on sunbeams so that I can instead cast Aura Vitality.
I use Aura of Vitality and you get a 30-foot radius healthy magical glow.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to heal myself. And then I'll start moving up. Right after you centered the circle on me, because I'm awful like that.
I just see a little kind of green sparkle of light just to wash over you, and a couple of scratches and bruises fade away. Cage.
Gonna step forward and firebolt this guy.
Hit. The firebolt hits the sled straight in the face, the fire eating through its resistance.
And one more.
Quicken another one, and that's a hit. Second firebolt slams into the slab, and it's starting to look a bit bloodied now.
That's all I got.
Roland.
Okay, let's move forward here. 30. Okay, I can see them now. I am going to. How far is he from me? Good for some things, not so good for others. No, too far. I'm going to cast. Well, let me make sure I can. Let me get the template for it. Yeah, I can definitely hit just that, just him. Hypnotic pattern. Cast through the guitar. It'll have disadvantage.
You send a hypnotic pattern overhead, swirling, colourful, pretty patterns, and the sled looks up, and its beady little eyes become quite glassy, and it's hypnotized, charmed, incapacitated, and has a speed of 0.
Okay, just so I can't keep running away. And used all my movement. That's it.
Brr.
Use 40 to get there, and then dash.
This thing is just kind of swaying from side to side, staring at the ceiling. Darius.
Yeah, I'll take one step back, and I'm gonna call out behind my shoulder. Scamp, I could use one of those diamonds. I think I still got enough in me to bring up Pavel. But I'm gonna hold an action to. I'm actually not too worried about slide. You know what? I'm just going to come to here and like hold it in a hand. And I'll hold an action for the diamond.
I have diamond dust. I don't have any diamonds.
Oh, we don't have any diamonds?
Dagger's got them.
Oh.
I have them.
Well then. I'll go with my original plan then. I'll stand right here and make sure I'm still within range. I will hold a Toll the Dead for someone to like knock him out of the stupor and just call out, I need a diamond! A big one! 300 gold pieces worth, please!
I hold Toll the Dead for if the slide is knocked out of its stupor. It slowly regenerates, injuries vanish, and ultimately it's just swaying from side to side. There you go.
Gonna come over and stabby stab.
Hit. You sear the sunblade into it with a forward thrust, and the slide, it becomes more aware. It jumps back and starts waving its hands around like crazy, and Darius, you can now unleash your spell. As the radiant energy is like eating into its flesh, you hear a bell toll, and necrotic damage just keeps on ripping it open. Grey blood streams down the slab all over the ground, and it's looking fairly hurt now.
Come back over here.
Scam.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal myself again.
A little green sparkle of energy kind of sprinkles around in that area.
And gonna attempt to frostbite it because that's all I got for this range.
That slide starts to emanate some frost, but doesn't seem affected. It succeeds. Cage.
Cage is gonna step forward 30 feet, which is really 25. Ten, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then firebolt this.
As you rush forward, you get knocked by Roland's arm, and you kind of trip forward, and the firebolt splatters into the wall. Miss.
And I want a bonus action, sew back a 4th level spell for sorcery points.
Okay. Shadowy ribbons are absorbed from the corners of this room and surround you and fill you with more energy. Roll
Right on.
Move closer. And I'm going to use a 1st level spell slot to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'll tell him a really bad joke.
It widens its eyes at you, and then it grabs its waist. Starts kicking its legs up in the air. It falls prone, and everything is hilarious to it. Incapacitated.
God, that's an ugly laugh.
It finds that comment hilarious as well. Makes it laugh even louder. Brute.
Move down here, try to put my butt in front of the door, and grapple it.
You grapple it. You use your legendary grapple, and you choose to automatically grapple it.
Can I choose to shove it not prone? Can I stand it up? Probably not.
You can use an action to make it stand it up from prone, but not with...
Not an attack. Yeah, okay. That's good. I'll glower at it.
Darius.
I'm going to look over at Tasana, be like, if you don't mind, and holding out a hand, a diamond, and I will cast Toll Dead on the sliding wheel.
And it uses every ounce of its willpower to succeed that saving throw, while finding that hilarious that you're trying to kill it.
It's still laughing.
It continues regenerating slowly, and it's still under the effects of the spell. Dagger.
Well, considering I have to cut a 300 gold piece diamond because no one ever told me they needed it.
Oh no!
I will try to kill the slot.
You'll be able to do that, but probably not in the middle of combat. Hit. You start impaling it with the sunblade, and it finds that hilarious. It wants more. It's kicking around, and it's just slapping you on the shoulder.
Alara finds it amusing too.
I love this spell. I don't get to use it near as much anymore, but I love it.
Scam.
I think that'll get Zasana in my range.
Yeah.
So I'll bonus action heal her for 2d6. Rolling super average. You get 6 points of healing, Zasana. And then I'm going to...
Thank you.
I'm going to produce flame at this lad.
It's prone, so you're at disadvantage.
Yep.
It's a miss. It watches the ball of fire whiz overhead and... It says, Cage.
Alright, as I'm mute. Cage is just going to keep marching forward. He'll shoot his firebolt at disadvantage. Oh.
It's a hit.
Whew. Good one.
32 points of fire damage. The death sled is engulfed and it's incinerated. It literally catches on fire. You burn off all of the spikes jutting out of its back, and just keeps on slapping its knees.
Glad he found that humorous.
It looks up at its arm, which is basically just all mangled and burnt. It finds that hilarious. Bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to hurt it, and potentially knock it out of Tasha's. Too early. Oh, you know what? Why not? We'll join the fun. Bruce still got it held down. We'll firebolt disadvantage. I missed. Big whiff.
Just splash the firebolt into the nearby wall.
Meant to do that. Totally meant to do that.
Age looks at you and shakes his head.
Scamp nods understanding.
It's not like mine would have done much damage anyway.
Smack it with the pommel of Sundeath a couple times.
Hit. You just basically crush its face in with the pommel of Sundeath, And then you miss, and you just kind of shove the pommel into its mouth instead. Darius.
I'm gonna walk up, and as I'm walking up, I like pull out my flail, and I'm going to just planar warrior the fuck out of this thing and just make 2 attacks, trying to just make it stop laughing.
Miss. It points at you when you miss. Starts kicking its legs. And that hits. And you hear a loud bang from the force energy. Just blow its head apart. Spikes and slud flesh fly all over the walls. And it finally stops laughing.
I got really lucky with that Tasha that it lasted that long.
I think we got lucky with a lot.
Well, yeah, and then Roland looks back towards Pavel.
Seb, real quick, with the Aura of Vitality, this is the first time I've used it. Does it continue to heal out of combat, or is it only an in-combat thing?
It's a 1 minute duration. Has nothing to do with combat. So you've got 7 charges left.
Alright, I'll give 4 of those to this Zasana and 3 to myself.
So I'm going to actually walk up to Pavel and set out some salt, and as I'm doing it, I put a copper piece on each of his eyes, and I'm going to ritually cast Gentle Repose on him.
Okay. Is that a ritual?
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
Though, taking 10 minutes, I mean, we're not going to be able to do Revivify, but...
I'm just keeping it from decaying for 10 days.
Take a while to check those diamonds.
Take a while. How long does it take me to cut a diamond?
What sort of diamonds do you have? You don't have 300 GP worth of diamonds?
I have 2 500 gold piece and a 2300 gold piece.
Well, you can just use the 500 gold piece one. How much diamond dust do you have, Scamp?
I've got 700 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
You can use a diamond dust.
Spell...
It's still diamond.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. If I'd known that, I would have done it. I will then sprinkle 300 of the 700 GP diamond dust I have over the body, and
they're just tiny little diamonds. That's all. You just have like 7.4 million of them, worth 300 gold pieces.
Fair enough.
Alright, you
actually, I'll spend 500. Oh no, that's fine. Never mind. I did it right. Go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, what do you want to do?
Which is better, Revivify or Raise Dead?
Revivify.
Okay.
That was an insert response.
Alright, you dip your hand in the diamond dust, and then you just pick him up and slap him over the face as hard as you can. And it wakes him up.
What happened?
Time to join the fight again, my boy. This is a good day, but not a good day to die.
I died?
Well, technically speaking, but
Holy
know.
shit.
You notice that when you wake up, Pavel, your vocabulary is like not what it used to be, and thinking is not as easy as it used to be. You lose attunement to your magic items.
Oh. Damn. Brew, death is not as good as you say it is.
Brew gives you a big goofy grin. Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome back, buddy. Good to see you. It gets easier every time.
You know, Pavel, this means, just like Brew, you have to get a tattoo.
The thing that killed me?
Yeah, look. He starts showing you the tattoos he has of everything that's killed him. An intellect devourer, an aboleth, some cheeky drow, a dwarf mummy lord.
Alright. You got a point. You got a point. Yeah. That makes sense.
Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
Yeah, I want to protect Roland. That's why I dragged that thing in front of me.
I'm very grateful.
Cloud kill tattoo. Cloud kill tattoo. How's that gonna look on me?
Yeah.
Cloud kill tattoo.
Just get a gnarly toad. You can tell the story of Cloud.
You do the cloud kill tattoo. It's like, is that a birthmark? Don't think I've ever seen a green birthmark. That's. Yeah.
He'll get it stylized like Japanese clouds, you know?
That would actually be kind of cool. I want to check this guy's body.
Alright, he has very ancient and tainted looking suit of armor. It's kind of fallen into pieces. It was full plate, and inside the components of the armor is ash and bone, and he doesn't actually have a body anymore. He's literally just ash and bone. The armor was black, and you actually find something in amongst the ash though, Roland. It's these two tiny little painted wooden figurines. It's a bust of himself and a bust of his sister as a young child. And you know where these are meant to go. In the manor fresco, where there were two empty compartments.
Yep.
And then, of course, lying next to his remains is this longsword that he was using. It has a black handle, and the pommel is that of a skull set with a red ruby. The crossguard is basically formed out of black skulls, and there are more red rubies in the mouths of these skulls. And then there is a very sharp grey coloured blade protruding on the crossguard. It's a magic longsword.
Well, just from the description, that's metal as hell.
So you
cool.
I
Oh,
sent you a
want that,
message,
right?
Seb. That should have been my long sword.
No, Roland's not going to want it. Roland can't use. Well, I mean, he could use a long sword, but
I mean,
basically useless. to his
classic
hands.
elven training. Every elf learns how to use one.
What's funny is that I actually do have a longsword proficiency because of being a bard, but I just no, no, thank you. I'm good with
Anything
my
more than a
guitar.
hilt, and you're not interested.
Yeah, I'm good with my guitar, thank you.
Gentleman says, "Well, I'm more than a hilt, right?" Says Anna.
You are. You're bringing me in touch with Dallara.
Yes, and we're going to slay the evil, the evil Hallister.
We are.
Roland says from the other room, "This place is a damn wreck."
Right.
Almost like a fireball went off in here.
Cage wants to collect some Death Knight dust or whatever's left over of the guy.
Sure.
for future uses.
If
Okay.
no one's
Nothing
claiming
weird
the
about
if no one's claiming the longsword, I will put it just on my person.
I'll take it if no one wants it.
Yeah, go take it. I was just saying that if nobody wanted it, I would carry it.
Do you want to use it?
I mean, I got my whip.
I'll take it.
I'm not sure
we
what
have
it
some
does yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Actually, Pavel, give it here. Give it here. I have an idea.
It might be better. It might be better to let me cast Identify on it.
Definitely.
Just in case it might be, cursed.
Oh, I was going to take that one step further, and if we're going to rest, I could cast Legend Lore on it.
I would definitely love a rest right now.
Yeah. I think everyone would.
Well, this seems to be what's left of a lounge area.
There's a door over here.
So, yeah, there's a bit of destruction in this room. There were a bunch of chairs and sofas, and they've pretty much been completely destroyed. A couple of them have survived. There's something else that has survived as well. It's a wooden easel standing in the northeast corner, and it has a black cloth draped over it.
Do Death Sled have meat to harvest?
Ooh, that's a good question. Damn, we should have
Yes.
collected the other ones too.
I don't
Everything
think
has
Rations
meat.
has gotten Death Sled meat yet, so I wanna grab some for my chest.
He's going to be a good boy.
I'm honestly curious, so I will come peek under the cloth.
You pull the black cloth off and take a look, and resting on the easel is a half-finished portrait of a nude female lying on a bed of tentacles.
Oh.
I mean, no judgments.
Oh, no. There's judgment.
Interesting. Interesting art. And
It's
intriguing.
called anime.
Scamp.
The
Scamp,
word
just-
you're looking for is hentai.
Oh,
It's the darkest branch. The darkest branch of anime.
It's a dark branch of anime that you don't want to know of.
I'm gonna heal Pavel too, because if we get attacked.
Wait, no, it's fine. We should.
It,
There you go, sorry.
It's a little bit darker than that as well. It also resembles Zalthar's twin sister.
I was gonna
Oh.
ask. I was like, is this like incest porn? This is weird.
Ooh.
Put the cloth back on.
It's,
I'll put the,
That's me and
I'll put the cloth
Shadowdusk.
back on. Yeah,
Who,
yeah.
Is still here somewhere. Still alive.
Yeah.
Or not. At Death Knight.
Oh, fuck.
There's a Draco
No.
down here too. I don't know. Do you guys mind a little bit of a
Also-
walk before we rest? Go back upstairs.
I think that's probably not a bad idea.
Please remember, before he died, he did say he is linked to his sister.
Probably gonna hunt us down.
I'm actually curious. I did find a couple of items amongst the ash of Zartha, and I'll show the two little figurines. I believe that they would fit in that fresco, upper level. Could
Good
go see
reason
what
to
that's
go
all.
up.
See what that's all about. And while we're there, we can rest.
We
Sounds
rest
exciting.
first.
Oh, rest first? Well, I mean, we're just gonna go right back up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Though there's still that moment of we are a bit exposed in this room. I think resting here would be, with this many doors, not knowing where they go.
Yeah.
I'm just agreeing with everybody and rubbing good berries on herself. I'm using healing.
Yeah, up at least one level. Maybe even back on the first level where we rested that first time. That'd be really safe. Maybe too safe.
We may not be able to get there. House
Oh,
are blocked off doors.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let's hope he didn't.
Well, knowing Hallister probably did.
Let's give it a shot.
I guess the healing was good. Thank you, Scamp. Thank you very much.
In case we get attacked as we're walking around.
Most likely gonna happen.
Head back to this strange, undulating hallway that makes your head spin, and you return back to the family crypt.
Out of curiosity, if I wild shape, well, Scamp wants to wild shape into a bat, to where I have blind sight. Is the hull still coming off weird as a bat? You don't have to bring the bat token out because I'm going to come out of wild shape immediately.
It's messing up all of your senses. When you're doing your echolocation, it's painting pictures of writhing tentacles in your mind.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want to stay a bat then.
Yeah, you're like having trouble flying around the room. You're like drunk, kind of just fluttering from side to side, slamming into walls.
I guess Roland briefly sees that since he's still back here. Immediately comes back.
I was waiting on her. Are you okay, Scamp? Looks a little out of it there.
Oh, don't wild shape in that room.
Well, I can't anyway. But
it's like a bad mushroom sport trip.
Oh. Well. Alright, well, good to know. So I've had good mushroom trips before. That's for sure.
Not the good ones.
Yeah, I've had a couple of bad ones too, so... don't want to repeat the experience.
Guess it is what it is.
I'll try to open the door.
What door?
I don't think that was a door.
That's a wall. There was no door
supposed to be a hall.
Staircase is gone. There's nothing more than a smooth grey slab of stone blocking the stairs.
Oh, Hallister. I don't know why you do the things you do.
There better be a portal here.
You want me to try to disintegrate it, or you think it'll be worthless?
I think that it would be worthless to do that, mostly because, if you'll remember, Hallister has pretty much complete control over, the layout of this place. Even if you were able to crumble down the wall, he would just immediately put up another one.
I'm not even sure spells would affect it. I think, was it Darius that tried to stone shape a wall?
I did.
Yeah.
And
it just didn't even work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot use magic to alter the walls, floors, or halls of Undermountain.
Well, guess we're not doing that then.
Izat gave you that information.
Well then, do we go back to the lounge and try and get as comfortable as possible? Or...
I think that, yes, we do go back there, but we very carefully open the other doors to make sure that there isn't any other lurking danger before we
I can do that.
take a rest.
Creepy Hallister eye.
Yeah.
You better let me go see a portal soon, Hallister.
Roland, do you have one of them huts handy?
I can have it done in 11 minutes.
That might be the way to go.
Yes, if you can just clear some of this debris from the middle of the room here, I can start doing that.
I will start moving burnt couches and chairs.
I'm
also going to turn the painting towards the wall.
Okay.
Scam's going to try and help, but she just breaks things.
I almost did that earlier. Turn it around.
There's pretty much just a clear space here already. It's just a bit of dust on the floor.
Alright, Roland will, since it's part of his ritual caster now, the tiny hut is, he'll get out some sheet music and which is his like ritual caster book, his sheet music, and he'll begin to quietly play.
Okay. It takes you 11 minutes, and 11 minutes later, I'm presuming everyone's going to get inside of it first.
Yeah, everybody get around me.
You will have this a mobile dome spring into existence. What color did you want the outside to be?
Let's make it purple. Match the.
It's a
match
big
the
purple
tiles.
dome, and you guys still feel this very, very uneasy sensation. It's nothing to do with the temperature. It's just an unnerving feeling that things don't sit right, and even when you look out from the dome, you see things moving. The walls, the tiles, they undulate with shadowy tentacles. You are you going to use your shadow scamp
Yeah.
jutsu?
I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot. It'll block our light, and it gives +5 bonus to stealth and perception checks.
Okay. Alright, sure, shadowy thing. Veil? What's it called? Veil of...
Yeah, it's Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. It's the Circle of Dreams
Okay.
6th level feature.
I thought it glitched, yeah.
Total Clever blocks it, so I don't know if it can go outside of the dome. It might just be like clouding up the dome.
It'll be inside. Anyway.
We're in a hot,
Alright,
we're in a hot box.
An hour goes by and you guys can do whatever you do. So you're waiting here for an hour, aka highly
Short
recommend
rest.
you to short rest.
Yeah.
So during that
Could-
time you can identify the magic longsword.
Yeah. Could I do that using the identify spell, or would that ruin my rest?
You can't cast spells and rest at the same time.
Okay.
Identify doesn't reveal curses anyway.
Oh, I thought it did.
Well, it might, but usually it doesn't. It does allow you to identify things quicker though. But I'm guessing you want the rest though instead, right?
Yeah, I want my bardic inspirations back. That's basically all I'll get back. That and a couple of other abilities, but that's it.
Okay. When did you use your mind blink on you? Oh, you didn't do a mind blink, did you, Roland? It was.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did.
I did back when in tier 2.
Okay.
Like when we started hearing the whispers and stuff.
Alright, that's right. Cool. Alright, so who wants to identify this longsword? Mess around with it for an hour and figure out what it does.
Nobody?
I will.
Can,
I can.
Okay.
can I?
I will.
No.
Anyone
Rogue.
can.
I will.
Anyone?
Yeah, you just take a
I think
short
I think I would upset Centimorn if I played around with another longsword.
I'm worried it might be smarter than me, so I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
And then Brew looks at a stone nearby and says, I'm also worried that stone is smarter than me, so I'm not touching that either.
Alva, you might want
Stone
to
is
start.
smarter than you.
Alva, you might want to start attuning back to items.
Yeah, it's gonna tune my headband of intellect, or that sweet sword. But no, but the headband of intellect for sure is gonna be tuned.
Alright, you're doing the
Darius will.
headband of intellect. Okay, Pavel, you're doing that. So who wants to identify the sword?
I will.
Okay.
Darius will.
Alright, Darius, you mess around with the sword during the short rest, and at the end of it you'll figure out what it is. It is a 9 lives stealer.
Oh shit!
It's a very rare magic item that requires attunement. It gives you +2 to attack and damage rolls. So it's a +2 longsword, and it has 7 charges. 2 charges have been used. Has 7 charges remaining. And if you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, then they have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be slain instantly. The sword tears its life force from its body. It won't work on constructs or undead, and every time you slay a creature, it loses a charge. when no charges
Just
remain. It's just a normal +2 longsword. Looks kind of wicked.
Just realized. I'm really lucky that guy didn't crit me.
Same.
Seb, can I also look at that tablet that we have and see if I can discern what it is?
Yeah, you can identify it.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
want.
We lost.
Do you not want me to do it,
tentacles.
everyone?
You can't. 'Cause
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to stop you.
Okay.
I'm just feeling nervous now.
Can I?
Do you want to
reminded
just?
of like.
Do you want to just like instantly attune to it instead?
No.
Can-
I'll leave it for Scamp. I think I just want to look at it and see what it does.
Is that like no
Okay,
as in no or no as in yes?
Hell no.
No means no, Seb. No means no.
Okay. It's a. It is what it's called. It's a black crystal tablet, and it does this. It's a wondrous item. It's of legendary rarity. It requires attunement by a creature that has proficiency in the Arcana skill. Black crystal tablet is a legendary item. Well, basically, okay. It says exactly what I just said for the first sentence again. And alright, any creature that attunes to the tablet must make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw at the end of its next long rest. On a failed save, you become afflicted with a random form of long-term madness. And what it does is, as an action, a creature attuned to the Black Crystal Tablet can use it to cast Eye Bite, which you can kind of mess people up with that, or Gate, which is a 9th level spell, and the portal created by this spell links to the Far Realm only, and you can do it once a day.
Sense.
So,
I
for the
think I'll
small
hold
price
off
of
on-
your sanity, you can cast Eye Bite. Or go
Yeah,
to the Far Realm.
I'll hold off. I'll just put it back, barely touching it into the bag holding.
Okay.
Why do I feel like every time you put it in the bag, it's just going to tear open a big portal or something?
So we've got.
Well, that's where it's been.
We've got 2 magic items that need to be dished out. We've still got that scroll of flesh to stone, and then we've got the 9 lives stealer. So, flesh to stone. Who wants that?
I think I was getting the flesh to stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
They wanted me to turn somebody to stone.
Okay. You know you want to do that. You try to blame everyone else, but you know deep down
Embrace
you
your
want to
inner
send people-
Medusa.
I, as a player, would love to do that.
Bad guys.
I mean,
you want
it-
to bad guys to stone.
It'd be a nice change of pace. I mean, instead of one of us, Brew, getting turned into stone, it'd be an enemy.
Alright, so
It's actually a pretty good control spell, because as long as they fail that first one, they're
Yeah.
out of commission for at least 3, if not
Yeah.
permanently.
9 lives stealer. Who's interested in this?
Nope.
If no one wants to use it, I'll use it.
Well, I can't use it.
That is a limitation, but I wish you could.
I could unattune to the Stone of Good Luck and attune to it, but why do I have a feeling that this is going to bite someone in the ass?
In what way?
I mean, it seems like a fairly nice sword to have. I just don't use swords.
I also
Pebble,
do not use swords.
Do you have a magical melee instrument?
No.
Do you have an attunement slot?
I have technically 2 right now, but once I attune to the pearl, it's gonna be 1 left, so yeah, I do.
Well, I would just say that have it and be as metal as you can. Call it your first reward for surviving death. Literally.
That is a badass thing. Yeah, heck yeah.
Don't know if you really survived death. I mean, it's kind of anyway.
Well, it has a
Semantics.
skull, death. You know, symbolism right there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right, as you guys rest here, we're going to wrap up tonight's session here. Get a little bit of a breather, and the hut is still up for several more hours, and we'll just figure out what happens next week.
Yeah.
Where did we last take a long rest at?
On the first tier, we had after she had tasked us with killing her family.
Yeah.
So we went through the whole first tier and then the second tier and now here without taking another long rest. I know we did take. Was it a short rest after?
We've taken a short rest because I've only got 3 hit die remaining.
Same. I was gonna say we've taken a short rest.
So we've definitely taken a short rest. Is the whole house considered on the same level of Undermountain? Do we know, Seb?
I don't know. Is it?
Because I've got I can teleport us to the point of our last long rest if it's on the same level.
Oh, we can try.
If we wanted to go back up still for some reason, but then we might not be able to get back down because of the wall.
Oh, that's true.
It's the Death Knight, Draco Lich, and another Archmage. And they know that you're here.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm slightly concerned. I have no
This is
high
gonna be
level spell slots left, and I'm
I used
half
the one.
spent on my lows.
I used the 9th level slot because death slots are just a pain and a half to deal with, and yeah,
Maybe
it
if
needed to
you
be done.
you might have to rely more on your melee characters. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week.